I am rejected.
I am damaged.
I'm addicted.
I'm counterfeit.
My name is unwanted.
Hurt.
Trapped, pretender, scared, abandoned,
Damaged.
Rejected.
Hurt.
lonely.
And this is my story. I am rejected. My name is unwanted. And this is my story. Ever since I can remember, I've always felt discarded, overlooked, and rejected. From the soccer team when I was 6 to the cheerleading squad at age 14, I was constantly being told that I couldn't do anything right. Pretty soon, that mindset was all I had, thinking daily about how I just wasn't good enough. I turned to my family so that they could encourage me and tell me that it really wasn't that bad. But I didn't get the affirmation that I wanted or needed. I mean, I knew my dad loved me. My mom left us when I was 4, and no matter what anyone said, I was convinced that no one loved me. Then something happened. I picked up this random book from my friend that talked all about freedom and Jesus and all that stuff. It was all about finding yourself in Christ, and it was good. I just never thought that I would be the one to experience that kind of freedom. I guess it's hard to think of yourself as free if you've never even recognized that you're bound. So that was the beginning of my realization. God revealed to me through that friend and through the encouraging words of that book that I was bound. I began desiring a relationship with this God that I was reading about. I came to know Jesus and to know that He was the parent that would never leave me. I was rejected, but not by God. I was unwanted, but never by Him. I am more than that. I am desired. My name is adopted, and this is my story.
I'm addicted. My name is trapped, and this is my story. For as long as I can remember, my brother has always struggled with his identity. Watching him fall into this addiction from the time I was 10, I always said I would never do drugs. But something had to get my parents' attention. Somehow I had to feel love, acceptance, and value. When was it my turn to be cared for and attended to? My brother always took the fun and joy out of our family. My parents were always arguing about whose fault it was and how they went wrong. I used these things to get attention off my brother and onto me. And the truth is, I still struggle. I've been to rehab. I've been to a rehab facility for girls. I've heard all about Jesus and how He offers peace, but there's something about the unknown. It's like I've become comfortable in my present struggle. It's all I've ever known. I want to be healed. I don't want to be sick. I want to be set free. I don't want to be bound. I want to change my name from trapped and addicted to liberated and set free. I'm on a journey, and this is my story.
I'm counterfeit. My name is pretender, and this is my story. For me, the decision to accept Christ was out of fear of being without Him. I couldn't imagine ever being without a God that I loved. I did not, however, allow Him to be the Lord of my life. I have struggled with thoughts of suicide, secret sexual sin, and a lot of pride. I was the Christian girl that your mom wants you to hang out with because she knows we probably won't do anything but watch movies and paint nails. Nothing too risky. But I had so many secrets. There were parts of my life that were His, and yet my identity has always been in what I do. I was addicted to people's approval of me. Recently, I heard someone speak on a topic of approval addictions, talking about how Paul wrote to the church of Galatia that if he was still trying to please men, then he would not be a servant of God. And that hit home for me. I mean, I won't lie, it's not easy for me to wake up every day and just think about pleasing the Lord, but since I've heard the truth of the gospel, that God is ultimately the only one that I answer to, and that He desires my all, I want to give Him my all. He's the only one that has ever really known the real me, I don't want to be fake. I don't want to be counterfeit. I want to be real. I want to share truth. Putting on a show is all I've ever known how to do, but since I've been walking with Jesus more consistently, I've noticed that He gives me the courage to be real about my struggles. His righteousness is what clothes me. His grace is what covers my sin. I was counterfeit. I was a pretender. But I am more than that. I am authentic. My name is Truth, and this is my story.
Washing my